Welcome back to Down the Frame, guys. Today was a special video brought to you partially by Proseco. They actually sent me out some samples, and I'm going to show you just how these three products can save your 1980s home or just an older home, which are becoming more and more common as the housing stock becomes less and less. So to save your house, let's talk about the first product you're going to need. It's this Proseco joint and seam filler. Now, this product itself is actually designed to seal in between larger gaps in any sort of construction material. It has a fiber reinforcement in it that helps span gaps up to about 1 inch, I believe. This stuff's really good because if you look on the outside, you're gonna see in this home in particular, there's a lot of large gaps in between the sheathing. What that does for you is basically does not give you any defense for airflow hitting the house. So on cold, windy days, or even warm, windy days, air is gonna get blasted into your wall cavity, lowering your R value, making you uncomfortable, and even costing you money in heating and cooling. After you apply that joint and seam filler, you can actually move on to this fast flash. So fast flash is going to be any sort of penetration through the wall, such as wires, dryer vents, water lines, anything pretty much that comes through the sheathing. You want to seal around it with this product. Now this product is very similar to the joint and seam filler, except this is non-fiber reinforced and might even be a little bit more flexible than the joint and seam filler. Again, read the manual on exactly where you want to apply this stuff, but we applied it in a few locations. As you can see right behind us, we use it as our window flashing. This actually wraps from the inside of the framing, so right here, all the way to the outside and even 3 inches to the outside of the sheathing, and we installed the window over that. This will also help flash the window once it's installed. We'll apply this to the flange of the window and then onto the sheathing, so it becomes one monolithic flash system. These windows sills or jambs are not gonna rot. Definitely read the manual on this because there's a required thickness that you need, but you can apply this with a caulking gun. They even have a roller application where you just dip it in and you roll it. The last part of the system here, this 3-step system, is the air dam. The air dam is actually a product which is pretty much only going to be used in one specific location for us, but there are other situations you might want to use it in. We're going to seal around the windows with this product. This is extremely flexible and a very good product that's not gonna crack over time. This is gonna help prevent any air moving from the outside past the window and into the conditioned space. Now, there is some tricks to this, and I'm gonna show you that right now, where you're gonna want to use a product such as backer rod. And what that backer rod is simply, it is a foam rod. And there's different sizes of this. You can get this at a big box store, wherever you'd like to get it. But you're gonna squeeze this in between the jamb of the window and the rough framing. Now, as you can see, there's a gap right here between the rough opening, which is where our fast flash is, and the window itself. What you could do, some people do it, is use spray foam, but you wanna be careful with the spray foam. You don't want the spray foam going all the way to the window flange. You actually wanna just a ½ inch in around the window. That way it doesn't clog the drainage plane. So if any water were to get into the rough framing and in between the window, it would be able to drain out, and we did not caulk the bottom of these windows so it can leak out that way. This backer rod is gonna stop our air dam from going past that point and clogging the drainage plane. This also helps save the air dam product, so you're not going through tons of tubes of it. Now, although the air dam comes in the sausage container, which eventually ends up as this little puck and it's nice, doesn't take up too much space in the trash, they do sell standard caulking sized products such as this. This is actually a larger, it's a 29 ounce caulking container, but they sell smaller ones too. So as you can see, this is a sausage gun. It's been already used to do the fast flash. The fast flash, I don't have any footage of us installing it on the window jamb, but it really is just a product that you caulk onto it, and then you can use a putty blade, smooth that out to the required thickness. I made a separate video about before you replace your windows, check for this air gap, because you might have a window that feels drafty, but older windows were not installed to this standard, so it might help before you replace them to take the trim off and seal around it using a product like air dam. And some products might not recommend tooling, but in this instance, I believe that it's necessary just because of the inconsistencies with everything. This house is not a brand new framed house, so it's good to kind of smooth everything out and get it all sealed up. I would typically recommend doing this with they sell rounded tools where you can spray a little bit of water on it, or Windex or something like that, whatever the manufacturer recommends to tool it, or they might not recommend to tool it. Always read the instructions. You want to try to keep it off of the edge of the window, but if you do get it on the edge, it's typically covered up by trim. It's also a white product, so if you have white windows, it's really not too big of a deal. But try to keep it off as best you can. And when you're done with the product, you just unscrew the sausage, pull the cap off, and that little puck is all that's left. As you can see, it's okay to make a mess on the flashing around it. That's fine, but you really want to try to keep this edge clean as best you can. Eventually, wood trim will go over this, and depending on the thickness of the trim, most of this is going to get covered up anyway. So you can make a mess on this, but try to keep the window clean. Now that we're done showing you this, let's go outside and I can talk about the joint and seam filler, as well as something we didn't talk about here, which is a roll-on product called Cat 5. Now that we're outside, we can take a look at exactly where to use the joint and seam filler. As you can see, it's on the joint and seams. Tim's gone through, the homeowner, has gone through and in some locations used foam to kind of fill in the bigger cracks and then layered over it with this. This is going to be the first step that you do. You do all the joint and seams, and then if you look to the window, that Fast Flash product I was talking about, that's actually all the way around the windows too. And then if you look a little bit lower, you're gonna see that Cat 5 product. That's the orange stuff here. And we're doing a hybrid system on this house to save a little bit of money because it's about $500 per drum, $500, $600 per 5-gallon bucket of this Cat 5, but it's great stuff. It basically turns ordinary OSB into one of those prefabricated water membranes that are on some of the other competitors. We're gonna just go up about 3 to 4 feet here, as much as the homeowner wants to do. And then we're just gonna use standard house wrap on the rest, especially in this location where there is an overhang and there will be gutters. So you won't have as much hitting this top part as you will the bottom part. So we're using that Cat 5 roll on all the way up to here. An important detail is hitting underneath the sheathing here with the seam filler. So you wanna hit underneath and you wanna bond the sheathing to the concrete with the joint and seam filler. You want to have a little bit on the concrete and a little bit on the OSB and make sure that crack is filled. That's going to prevent two things, the air as well as bugs. Bugs are a huge issue in New England, ants, stuff like that. So having that joint and seam filler on that bottom seam is going to prevent them from coming in the home and prevent drafts from flooding into the living space on the first floor. Another place you can use the joint and seam filler or Fast Flash is on penetrations like this. So theoretically, he should pull this off and seal around the pipe here with the Fast Flash, a little bit on the OSB and a little bit onto the whatever he stubs out, probably going to be some type of metal, so you can seal right onto that. Same thing with this over here. This is his dryer vent. This hasn't been fully installed yet. Obviously, it's crushed. They're gonna put a new one in here and they're gonna make sure that this is all joint and seam filled or Fast Flash, so that no air is gonna get through there, no water. Now this is sort of my pride and joy area. This is the work that I did. As you can see, actually the homeowner did the roll-on Cat 5 down here, but all the joint and seams I used with the caulking gun, and then I knocked it down with a putty blade. As you can see, this piece of AZEK, I did bring the Fast Flash down on top of it, so now no water is gonna be able to get behind this piece of PVC. And then we mounted our line set hoses to that, as well as our disconnect. One last important detail, if you have a chimney like this, as you can see the homeowner's gone through and put spray foam in, that's to fur out that big crack there. And then we went over with the joint and seam filler, pushed it right up onto the brick. Make sure you read the instructions on how to prepare the brick for this. You want the brick to be clean, and you just bring that and push it right up against, and that's gonna prevent any sort of air and moisture. Before, as you can see, these are substantially large chunks of foam. This is quite a crack. So you're gonna have critters getting through there, tons of air, tons of moisture. That's not gonna be an issue on this house anymore. So this house, more than likely, if we had done a blower door test on it, I would guess 50% less air leakage from the products we're using, as well as the spray foam in the roof line because he's gone from a vented roof to a hot roof or just a closed cell spray foam roof. Between all the windows and the Proseco products being used on that, they're going to be watertight, airtight. These seams are going to be completely airtight and watertight. So this home is going to be a lot more comfortable than it was in the 1980s. Another important area is this. So typically, I think on newer constructions, this middle wall here, they would have brought the concrete up, I don't know how many feet, maybe 2 feet, so that you don't have OSB touching the ground there. But in this situation, this is where Proseco shines. You're gonna be able to joint and seam fill around the edges, R-guard that with the roll-on Cat 5 all the way up as far as you'd like, but you can see that there is water damage here. The owner could have replaced it, but in this situation, it's not as rotted as it looks. So he's gonna Cat 5 roll that all the way up as far as he can, and he won't have any more water issues with that. Another interesting detail on these 1980 split homes, cantilevered part of the house, where he can use this, and look at that. This seam right here, it's completely, that's framing. So he's gonna be able to, and even right here, he's gonna be able to joint and seam fill that, and this is gonna be a much more airtight joint. This piece of plywood that goes all the way back, this is, you can just see it's some thin, maybe 1/2 inch thick. He'll be able to joint and seam fill that, air seal all that. So all the rooms that are extended over the house, these are gonna be a lot warmer because you're not gonna have airflow just penetrating this entire overhang. Now the reality is there's many ways you could do it. Some framers might look at this entire house and be like, guys, let's take the sheathing off, redo the plywood, make sure the seams are as tight as possible, maybe use a product that already has a fluid applied air and water barrier. That would have taken more time in this situation and maybe even more money. Not really DIY friendly. The great stuff about this product is anybody that knows how to paint or caulk or anything can use this product. It uses rollers for the Cat 5. You can get roll-on for the R-guard or the fast flash for the windows, this red stuff. And for the joint and seam filler, it's all just knocking it down with a putty blade. It's very DIY friendly, and it's gonna turn your 1980s home from a air leaky, not modern, uncomfortable home, and even louder, because air does carry sound. So this house is gonna be quieter, it's gonna be more comfortable, and it's gonna be way more durable. I recommend checking out Proseco and their products. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about this stuff, leave it in the comment section down below. Again, I recommend no matter what YouTube channel you watch and talk about the product, you might trust them, but always read the manual. It's gonna talk about safety, installation, preparation on different surfaces. Be safe out there, guys, and we'll see you guys next time on Down on the Frame.